Imagine a platform that seamlessly integrates your notes, allows you to collaborate with an AI assistant, and generates tailored content based on your specific needs. That platform is NotebookLM. It is a groundbreaking, cutting-edge platform which is developed by Google and is revolutionizing the way we consume, organize, and produce information. So in this video, we are going to dive deep into the capabilities and the use cases of this remarkable tool, empowering you to unlock its full potential. Alright, so let's get started. Signing up for the NotebookLM is easy. You simply have to visit the URL notebooklm.google.com and then create an account. For that, simply click on Try NotebookLM button and from here click on Create button. Once you are in, you will see a clean and intuitive interface that makes it easy to get started. This is actually the primary workspace, which comprises of left-hand column displaying all the source documents, while the lower half of it serves as a chat-based interface for interacting with the AI. So essentially, the NotebookLM is an AI system that allows you to have multiple sources of data and then combines those pieces of data into interactive pieces of media that are easy to digest. So firstly, in order to upload your data source, you simply have to click on this plus button right here. Then from here, you can either drag and drop to upload your data source, or you have multiple options. Either you can select from your Google Drive and upload PDFs, copy or paste your text, Google Docs, Google Slides. Moreover, you also have the option to add a website link or a URL of a YouTube video, or you can also paste your copied text. And the best part about this is that you can have up to 20 sources with a maximum of 200,000 words each. And then once you have uploaded your data source, you can simply interact with the AI by typing a simple question or request in the text box at the bottom of the screen, and it will provide you with the tailored responses and suggestions. So let's go ahead and see the working of the NotebookLM with a few different examples. Firstly, I'm going to show you how you can use the NotebookLM for understanding complex text. So for example, you have a very complex and dense research paper or academic article, and you want to break it down into different summaries and key takeaways for better understanding. So in order to do that, you simply have to upload your dense research paper or the academic article right here inside the NotebookLM. So I'm going to do the same. I have uploaded a research paper on the topic quantum computing algorithms and applications. Once you do that, you will see that it will appear right here inside a left navigation menu, where all of the sources which you have uploaded will be present. And firstly, you will see that it will provide you a brief summary of the entire paper without asking it anything. And another feature is, if you want to have some important points from the paper, you simply have to click on the brief document right here, and your document will be saved as a briefing document that will contain a brief summary of your paper, showing you the abstract, the key themes and ideas which are presented inside the paper, different type of algorithms, and a conclusion. So you can use this briefing document to get a quick view of your research paper or the academic article which you have provided to it. The other option is to provide it a specific prompt in order to get specific information from your uploaded document. So let's say if I want to have a summary of the key points of the research paper and also to have a list of the main concepts which are discovered inside the research paper, I'm going to provide it the prompt to summarize the key points of the research paper and provide a list of the main concepts discussed. And once you run it, you will see that it will provide you a breakdown of the algorithms which have been covered inside the paper. If you scroll down, you can see all the building blocks for the quantum circuits. These are all the different algorithms which have been discussed in the paper, such as Shor's algorithm and Grover's algorithms, their uses, key challenges, and it has also provided us a high-level overview of the paper in a simplified and short language. And you can see that there is numbering beside each of the different paragraphs. So if you hover upon it, it is actually going to provide you the part of the paper from which that information has been fetched. So in this way, just by providing it a simple prompt, you can get a summary of the entire research paper that will provide you a quick and better understanding of everything that has been covered. The next use case for which you can use the NotebookLM is for generating ideas and outlines. So you can easily use the NotebookLM for brainstorming by feeding it different keywords or ideas, and it will generate a structured outline for you. So let's say if you want to write an article on the impact of AI on the healthcare industry, and you want to have a brief outline for that article which you can expand later on. In order to do that, you can provide a simple prompt to it, but before that you need to uncheck this checkbox, as it will tell the NotebookLM that the response should be gathered from which sources. But after unchecking all of the resources, if you will try to type any prompt, it will not allow you to type anything because you must have at least one source selected. So now we have to add a data source that contains some kind of information related to the impact of AI on the healthcare industry. For that, I'm gonna click on this add button to add a new data source. And now, instead of providing it a file, I am going to provide it a link of a website, which actually contains an article on the topic impact of AI on the healthcare industry, and simply click on insert button right here. You will see that it will upload your data source right here and will provide you a brief summary of everything which has been discussed inside the article. Now you simply have to select that source and provide it the prompt that says generate an outline for an article on the impact of AI in healthcare, focusing on diagnostic treatment personalization and operational efficiency. So as a response, it will provide us a comprehensive outline for an article on the AI's impact in the healthcare. It will provide you all the different headings along with different ideas of which type of text you can add below each heading. So firstly, we have the heading for the introduction, and here it is provided you the information that you can start by establishing the transformative influence of AI in healthcare, and then emphasize that the article specifically examines AI impact on the 3 course areas. Then it is provided us some other headings and also provided us different ideas of what text should be under each heading. In this way, you can generate outline for article on any topic that you want. You simply have to provide it a similar data source, and it will provide you a comprehensive outline to create an article on any of your provided topic. The third use case for which you can use NotebookLM is for creating the meeting notes. As you already know that taking the meeting notes manually is a very tiring and tedious task, and some of the information might also be lost while taking into account some of the other information which is being discussed inside the meeting. So in that scenario, you can use the NotebookLM to summarize different meeting notes into key points and action items. In order to do that, you simply need to have a transcript of your project team meeting, which you can easily fetch from the Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or any of the online meeting platform where you are conducting your meeting. You can easily download the entire transcript of your project team meeting that will have the name of all the different participants along with all the text which they have spoken during the meeting, and then provided the prompt in order to get required information from that meeting transcript. So now firstly, we need to have a transcript of the project meeting. For that, I'm going to click on this plus button to add a new data source, and this time I'm going to paste the copied text right here instead of providing any link or any document. So here is the entire transcript of a group project meeting. There are the different speakers of the meeting. So now once you have pasted the transcript, simply click on insert button and you will see that it will appear right here under all the sources. And once you have the source, you simply have to uncheck all the other sources in order to get the correct information from the required source. Then you simply have to provide it your prompt. So I'm going to say summarize this meeting transcript by highlighting the main discussion points and listing the action items for each team member. And as a response, it has provided us a summary of the entire project meeting. It says that the meeting transcript details the proceedings of all of this, focusing on the resolution and motions. Then first heading is the main discussion points, in which it has made different bullet points highlighting all the main discussion points along with providing a brief description of what was discussed in that important discussion point. Then it has created a heading for the action items, where it has listed down the name of all the different participants of the meeting and has provided a list of the action items which are presented by each of the participant of the meeting. And then it has provided us a brief summary of what the overall meeting was about. So in this way, you can easily make brief, concise, and accurate meeting notes without having to write anything manually. The fourth use case for the NotebookLM can be for the curriculum development. You can generate different type of training programs and curriculum for the schools, colleges, and universities based on the specific knowledge sources. So let's say if you want to develop a training program on the cybersecurity fundamentals, but you're not sure that how you can divide all the important concepts on the basis of different weeks, then you can do that easily using NotebookLM. You simply have to provide all the curriculum which you want to cover, and it will easily divide that content in a weekly outline, which you can use to cover all the important topics which are included in the cybersecurity fundamentals. So firstly, we need to have a data source. So this is actually the data source that I want to cover in order to create a training program curriculum on the cybersecurity fundamental. So I'm simply going to copy this URL. I'm going to head back to my notebook, add a new source, and then I'm going to click on the URL. Then I'm simply going to paste the URL which I've just copied and insert it right here. Once your source is successfully added, You simply have to provide it the prompt. I'm gonna say create a curriculum outline for a 6-week training program on cybersecurity fundamentals based on these notes. And then it will provide you with the possible 6-week curriculum outline for the training program on cybersecurity fundamentals based on the provided source. So on the first week, you can cover the introduction to cybersecurity, and in addition to that, it has also provided you the topics which you can cover under the heading of introduction to cybersecurity. And similarly, it has provided us a weekly outline and also provided us different type of important topics which must be covered under each week. And you can easily use this outline for your training program. Another important use case for the NotebookLM is that you can use it to create FAQs for different type of websites and contents. So let's say we have a website right here and we want to generate FAQs for the content present on the website. You can simply do that by copying the URL of the website, and then you had to add the new data source for which you have to provide the URL of the website. So I'm going to do that. Once the data source is inserted, so now you simply have to provide it the prompt. I'm going to say create a set of FAQs for the provided website. It should cover all the content which is present on the website. And within a few seconds, it will provide you a list of FAQs for the provided website based on the provided excerpt. So you can see that these are the different FAQs related to the different topics which have been covered inside the website, and you can easily accommodate all of this data inside your website by simply copy and pasting the text. And then the last and the most important use case for the NotebookLM is that it can generate really interesting podcasts, that too by simply providing it a text. So you'll simply have to provide it different data sources and different type of text for which you want to generate a podcast, and then it is going to generate an interesting podcast for you where 2 or more speakers will easily interact with each other on the provided topic, and they'll cover all of the information which you have provided as a data source. So let's say I want to create a podcast on the ethical implementation of the artificial intelligence. For that, I need to provide it the data sources from which it is going to fetch the information that will be discussed in the podcast. So let's go ahead and add all the data sources. I'm going to provide it multiple data sources, and all of these will be actually the URLs. So once all your data sources are successfully added, now instead of providing it a prompt to create a podcast, you simply have to click on this notebook guide button, and then right here you will see the option for the audio overview. From here you can simply click on generate button, which is going to generate a deep dive conversation between 2 hosts on the basis of the selected data sources. Or you can also go ahead and customize it by providing it that what should the AI host focus on. You can provide it certain specific topics or certain specific key points which the host should cover in the blog. But I want them to cover everything which is present inside the data sources. So I'm not going to provide anything for customization, and I'm simply going to click on generate button. Once you do that, it is going to start generating the conversation and will take a few minutes. And here you can see it has generated a podcast of 20 minutes, 24 seconds, which you can easily play and listen to all of the information which has been gathered from the 3 data sources which we provided to it.
So someone sent over a whole bunch of articles and research about AI in healthcare. Looks like someone is thinking about the future of medicine. And you know what? I got
better these algorithms at picking up subtle patterns,
Yeah.
tiny things that, a human might miss. But those tiny things can be so important for catching something, or potential to streamline those everyday tasks.
You mean like paperwork, scheduling appointments, that kind of thing?
And you will see that it has fetched all of the information from all the provided data sources and has created an extensive and detailed podcast for us, which seems like 2 people are actually talking to each other and discussing all the different aspects which are being covered inside the data sources. So in this way, you can also generate podcasts on any of the topic that you want. You simply have to provide it the relevant information which should be covered in the podcast, and NotebookLM is going to generate podcasts for you. So overall, the NotebookLM is a game changer for all those people who are working with information, note-taking, AI collaborations, and writing assistants, because it takes all of these things to the next level. So I'll highly encourage all of you to try it out for yourself and let me know in the comments what you think about it. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.